Oh, I hate this.
Why don't they like us?
I don't know why YouTube doesn't like us. Okay, so welcome to Real Estate for Real People. Let's see if this works. Okay, Russ. It looks like we actually have an excellent connection to YouTube, and people may be able to hear us. Let's check in and see if our superfan is here and if she can verify whether we are streaming well to YouTube. So I'm looking up because I'm looking up at my screen here, folks, but really what we should be looking at is our, let's see here, which camera are we on, Russ? Are we on this one? We are. We're on that one right now, Russ. Hey,
Okay.
look at that camera.
Look at
That's
that
where people
camera.
are. So we've got everybody there. Yay! So our superfan can hear us and see us. We do have a little bit of a lag and a delay, which is fine. And we're still getting used to where these two cameras are. We've decided tonight that we are going to broadcast from the office. Why did we decide to do that, Russ?
Well, because we realized that our computer wasn't powerful
Yeah.
enough at home to. That was what the problem was. Our processor in our laptop that we've been using is.
Shall we go into it for the computer
we
geeks
can
out
go
there?
technical
All right,
if you want.
so let's
Okay.
go a little computer geek for those of you out there that like this kind of stuff. So our laptop at home is an i3, and that should explain it right there. That's the processor.
It's
That's
an
all you
i3
really know.
quad-core
No, it's
and
not. It's a
it's
dual
not-
core.
Oh, it's a dual
It's not
core.
even a quad
Oh,
core. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So here's the thing. It's an i3 dual core, which is a great thing for a computer. Not a problem if all you're doing
Yeah.
is a computer. Not so good if you want to do video of any kind.
If you want to do gaming or streaming, not that we want to do gaming, but it's the similar problems that gamers face that we need for streaming, and that is we need to have an i7 or more.
Now, having said that, I can't remember which one. Okay, so what we decided was let's come in to the office, and let me remind myself here what this was. I think I just clicked the about, so we can give you the one. So we have one computer. Well, we have two computers in the office that are pretty good, pretty decent, and so we thought, well, let's come into the office and see. So our one in the office here is an i5 with a 7400 CPU and 3 gigahertz. That's still not recommended.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah.
thought, well, let's check this out, because if this computer here in the office, if an i5 can handle it, then maybe we can just buy an i5 for at home.
Yeah. So you've been doing research this week on
Yep.
on that matter as to why we
And pretty much
put out
everybody
good
said-
content.
And my i5 here is a quad core. The one in the office
Yeah.
here is a quad core. And most of my research said, you really need an i7 with 6
Yeah.
core.
And we've got a really close
And
friend
then
of
Russ,
ours
and then Russ went to a thing with all the guys from our church got together to have a nice outing to the car show this weekend
Car show yesterday,
in Milwaukee. Maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about
sure.
something you did this week. But anyway, and one of the guys is really into IT and works for an IT company, and he said to Russ,
Yeah, he turned around and says, "Oh yeah, you need i7. You need an i7 six core."
"You're swinging your mic around too much, Russ.
Sorry.
She can't hear you." I told him he had to eat
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I haven't got my stand, so
Because we're in the office tonight, we
Yeah.
didn't have our nice mic
I'll-
stands to
I'll
hold
get
it up.
and do a dance in a minute. No, you wouldn't want to see that. Trust
okay.
me, you would not want to see that.
Oh. All right, we're going to transition to that, I think, then. I think we should transition. I think we should fade away from him. We should fade away from him if he's going to do silly dances like that. Okay. All right, we'll fade back. That's better. People prefer to see you anyway.
But they can't see me because I've got my mic out to my mouth.
Actually, I think it's they prefer to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So talk. Okay. So what did the guy at men's group yesterday?
Yeah,
say?
so he was advising we were correct in the fact that we do need an i7
Yeah.
we thought we might get away with an i5.
So for those of
And
you
he
that are also
said, "No,
YouTube
definitely
junkies,
not."
for those of you that are YouTube junkies,
Yeah.
keep in mind that I might have to start a Patreon account. If you know what Patreon account is, well then you know I might have to start a Patreon account so we can afford a new i7 for the studio. But
Yeah, so until we get that, we're gonna have to operate from the office or take the computer home every time we want to do a broker. I don't fancy that. It's a big desktop. So
well, and tonight the other thing we tried to do a little bit, and the good news is we are kind of at least fading between two different cameras here, and we're kind of playing around with that a little bit, get some different angles. We are kind of using this. I'm using the very, very basic part of this computer, like this program, like just going back and forth between the two cameras and just kind of trying that. So YouTube is telling us we don't have enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So we're really not sure what's happening with that either, because I looked up the video streaming stuff that we're supposed to have and I matched our stuff to it and it still says we're not having that. So all I can figure is it's the i5 here at the office. We did try to simulcast between Facebook and YouTube at the same time tonight, and that's not going to work.
No.
But once we get the i7,
yeah, hopefully that will alleviate.
it will, because
all
a
our
6-core
problems.
will make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Plus, this computer in the office is chock full of files and everything, so it's not really made for streaming. It's made for working hard.
A computer that's dedicated just to the YouTube stuff. So
yeah, and it's good because we were actually talking about doing that anyway, but it's kind of good that we ran into these problems because we figured out what the problem is and how we need to fix it.
And what we need, to buy. So at least when we do buy, we're going to buy the correct equipment.
Exactly, and that's always good. It's good that we do this research ahead of time. But since welcome to Real Estate for Real People. For those of you that don't know us, I am Kimberly Adams Mann of the Adams Mann team here at Shore West Realtors and TAMThomes.com. However,
and I am Russell Mann.
Hold on. I'll let you talk in a minute. However, just to let you guys know that for this week and a couple of weeks, TAMThomes.com is going under a refurb. So if you go to it, it's just going to say like open house software. It's just a software package sitting in the background. It's not actually an active website at this moment. However, hopefully in another week it will be. And who are you?
And I am Russell Mann of TAMT Homes and Shore West Realtors. And I am one...
Seriously.
Me in the mouth.
Seriously, you need to put it up against your face.
And we are half of the Adams Mann team.
Yes,
now.
that's true. We are only half of the Adams Mann team. Should we start out with that news?
Yeah.
We should start out with that news. It is. So if you watched us last week or the week before when we were talking, we did hire a new guy, Will. If you've checked out our Facebook page, Will, we did a little quick live with him the day after we hired him to work with our team, which is awesome because Will speaks Spanish, which is amazing, and we've talked about him before. But this week, we also he had a friend who's been getting ready to start real estate, and he said, hey, I think she might be a good fit too. So we talked to her, and this week we welcomed...
Keela.
Yay! He said it right for the first time. He keeps calling her by her wrong name. Every time he does that, I go, no, it's Keela. But well done, Russ. Her name is Keela Kyles, and she's a great asset to our team. She actually brings some things. She brings some things with, she has a real passion for doing some of this YouTube stuff and doing some education, which is amazing. Keela's going to be just our buyer's agent because she also works another full-time job. Hey, she's got 2 kids to help support. She's got to be a responsible mama, you know?
Yeah. But she's well connected in the community.
Yep.
She's a local from Racine.
Yep.
So that's really great, as is Will. I mean,
but Keela has some skills that Will doesn't have, which is great, and that's kind of nice.
I think they complement each other really well. So
yeah, they actually do.
It's going to be, watch this space.
Absolutely.
See where we go with this.
Well, I know Keela and I are probably going to be working on a lot more video together, the two of us. I will say that Will is probably going to be the least. No, that doesn't leave you off the hook for recording stuff. I'm just going to have somebody to help me with the editing and stuff. That's all that means. Yeah. I mean, she might be recording stuff too, because Keela has a really good passion for educating people on stuff and things like that. Yeah. Keela also, however, watches HGTV, So she actually knows things about house conditions. She knows the difference between granite and quartz and some of those things, which is something that she brings to the team already knowing. She also recognizes that HGTV is not real life. She gets that, but she knows more about surfaces and products and things that go along, like types of cabinetry and flooring and things of those natures. That's going to be really good because she will be a buyer's agent. It's great
to know that for you
really
buyers,
really important to be able to tell the difference between good laminate, and other types of flooring and things like that. So but we've been taking some road trips and some fun trips with Will, trying to get him up to speed on some of that stuff. But I think Will's going to be a really great asset on listings.
Yeah, he had his first open house today.
Yes, he did.
So that was good.
Didn't go great, but that's okay. It was his first open house.
That's how it goes. Sometimes you get people through,
absolutely.
And sometimes you don't.
Absolutely. However, he had an open house at 5726. Nope, sorry, that was yours. He was at 5616 Cambridge Lane. All three of us did condos this week.
Yeah.
All three did condos. And the nice thing is, all three, his condo was different than yours, wasn't it? I've actually not been in his condo.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is, all three condos were completely different. So Will's condo, I have not been in, but Russ was there. Russ, why don't you tell us a little bit about that condo? It's at 5616 Cambridge Lane, and it was unit number 2.
Unit 2, it's a 2-story condo.
So main floor and upper?
Main floor and upper. It has got basement as well.
Oh, it's got basement too.
I believe so, yeah. I have.
Oh, goodness, you don't even remember?
Yes, it does.
You were actually there today.
Unfinished basement.
Unfinished basement, but still, that's extra storage space.
Add value to it by doing that, yeah.
Did it have a garage?
I don't recall. Not attached, anyway.
Well, definitely not attached. None of them over there.
May have been. I didn't really look through the sheets.
Gotcha.
So I was just
you were there just there to supervise Will.
And make sure all the signs were out correct and make sure he had enough signing in sheets for.
Yeah, just kind of supporting Will on his first open house, and then left him alone to do his thing.
Yeah. So I stayed with him for about 45 minutes. And made sure he was.
And then you went over to yours.
And then I went to mine, which was literally just round the corner. So
yes,
that was
and
perfect.
that made it really good because originally Will was supposed to do one over on Arlington. And what happened with that was because it was supposed to be over on Arlington, but then that house got an accepted offer, and it actually turned out really well because then we switched him over to this one on Cambridge, which made it so much easier for Russ to go from Will's to his on Cambridge.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about yours on Cambridge?
So my one is also a 2-story. It's more like a bi-level. So you got some stairs going down.
Yeah, it is. It's because there's a unit beneath that. It's almost like your level is split between them. Like yours has an upper floor and a basement that's finished, but no main level space.
No main level, no. You go upstairs or downstairs.
I mean, that's kind of the beauty of Greenridge, I will say.
Yeah,
Greenridge has so many different varieties.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many different varieties of things. You have townhomes over there that have all 3 levels. You have some that have attached garages. You have some that have no garage with it. They don't even have an ownership in any of the garages. Some that have 2 cars, some that have 1 detached. So there's a lot of variety. Pretty much any price point over there, you can find a really great condo.
Yeah, and these were really good prices. Both the condos.
All 3 of ours were under 135, I believe.
Yeah, I think mine was 135.
Right.
So yeah.
And yours was the most expensive.
Yeah. So, but it's a nice condo. It's had new carpets and.
Yeah, the worst thing about that condo is that the photos didn't turn out so great, and there's nothing. And then we've tried to get them adjusted. We've tried to get the photos adjusted, and they just aren't getting adjusted properly. It looks like it has blue carpeting, but it's really gray. So, and Russ was at.
Go on to my Facebook or the Adams Man Team Facebook page, you can see I did a 360 video there, and that actually shows the true color of the carpets.
It's interesting because the photographer's photography doesn't show it as well as your silly little 360 camera. So Russ has been having fun with that, but his was at 5726 Cambridge Lane, and that was unit number 1. So if you want to look that up on, if you're out of this area and can't get to shorewest.com, but you can look it up there. If you need the MLS number, it's 167-2690. 167-2690. So you can look that one up.
You sound like a bingo call.
I know, 167-2690.
House.
B for
Bingo.
bingo. Okay. But then I was at another condo over on Sunny Slope, not North Sunny Slope, not where our superfan sold her condo, but down at the other end by McDonald's. You've got Plum Ridge down there. You two were at Green Ridge, and I was at Plum Ridge. It's like all about the colors, isn't it?
Yes.
You got Green Ridge, then you got Plum Ridge, then you got, Anyway, so I was over at Plum Ridge, and let me try this one more time. Let's do that. Ooh, look at that. How fancy. I'm playing around here, guys. Let's see what happens if we go back again. Whoa. Whoa, that one's a little bit. Okay, let's go back to me. Hey, this is what you put up with when you get new toys and new tools. We got to try them out. We got to figure these things out. So I was at Plum Ridge, and mine was a great 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It does have a separate, this particular one, I think it could have it be a 3rd bedroom. And I think some of them over there are 3rd bedrooms. It's an upper condo. Really nice wide staircase. You know, that's really important in a condo to have a nice wide staircase.
Well, because some people that have mobility issues end up putting in
a lift.
Stair lifts.
Mm-hmm.
And so having the extra wide staircase is definitely a bonus there.
But it's also a bonus when it comes to like moving furniture in and out. Like,
of
it's so much easier to move a sofa in and out when it's a nice wide
or
staircase.
A bed
and not worry about banging on walls or anything like that. So this one on Sunny Slope, which was 1131 Sunny Slope Drive, number 6. Really great condo. It has this family area. Now, in this particular condo, it looks like they're using it as either a guest bedroom or a spare bedroom, maybe for another kid. Is what it has it set up right now, but it's also office space. It's kind of open to the kitchen, so it's not like it's not like a true private bedroom. But there are 2 other bedrooms. Master has a walk-in closet that's an adequate size. Master bath is nice. The main bath is actually almost identical to the master bath. The 2nd bedroom has like double open doors, so it's kind of it's like at an angle, and it's really cool looking.
Cool.
And it has a little balcony off the 2nd bedroom, not off the master. It's actually off the 2nd bedroom.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And nice, good size living room, separate dining room, and then the kitchen in this one is amazing. It's an IKEA. It's been redone from the originals. It's an IKEA kitchen, but what's great about it is that all the cabinetry starts at the right level, but it goes all the way to the ceiling. So you know one of the big problems that a lot of people have in condos is storage space. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep, definitely. So the nice thing about this one, and actually I should be looking at this camera because that's where we are. Let me go back to this one. I like this camera better. So the nice thing about this one is not only do you have the laundry in one of the big double doors, you had another set of double doors off the kitchen that they could use as a pantry or storage. The cabinetry going floor to ceiling like that in a couple of places means you had extra storage in the kitchen. The fact that all the upper cabinets went all the way to the ceiling, no soffit or gap above them, also means a lot of extra storage. So like the nice tall 42-inch cabinets were in this kitchen. Cool. Plus there actually was a lot of cabinetry even in the lower section too. And of course you got your dishwasher and all of that stuff. And there's a little window cut through it so you can look into the living room. So if you're standing there washing dishes or loading the dishwasher and your company's out in the living room, you can still kind of have a chat with them.
Oh, cool.
So it's like got a little window, like a little peek through, so to speak. So really, really nice condo. All 3 of these are actually excellent condos. The thing I love about Russ's, which he didn't mention, I did an open house there a couple weeks ago, and I love the fact that master bedroom has like its own separate toilet shower area that you can close off when company comes.
You can actually have it open because you go through one bathroom or a half bath. It's got a toilet and double sinks.
Yep.
And then you go through another door into the bath, shower, sink. No, that hasn't got a sink.
But
that's
confused.
got a toilet. And so you can actually shut it off and use it as an ensuite, or you can...
But because there's also 2 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms in this house, you actually have 3 toilets in this one house.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who needs more than 3 toilets in a house? You really don't.
Yeah.
Because there's a bathroom
a
downstairs.
bedroom.
Yeah, it's only a 2-bedroom. So you got tons of space for guests and toilets and all the things that you might need to live in a condo.
So you had a few people at yours. I had a couple of groups at mine. And
I'm meeting with a buyer on Wednesday that's coming in to talk about buying a home, and probably not a good fit for condos after talking to him about mortgage types and what what their credit is and what
Mhm.
they've done in the past and things as far as when they've checked out their credit with
But it's
a
good
lender
contact
previously.
made.
Well, no, but they're probably not buying a condo, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
that's where but
Yeah.
that's where we met them.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to buy something else from us. So
Well, that's
better get your house listed
a
with
good
us.
contact made. And,
Get
I
your house
need a good
listed.
contact as well.
Yeah,
They
well,
have a house
hey,
to
you
sell,
know, you
so-
never can tell.
No.
Maybe they buy her house and then she buys a condo with
Yeah.
you.
That would be good.
Yeah, because one of the people who came to my open house, I said, she wanted to know if we had any that had a lower, and I said, well, yeah, absolutely. My husband's got one with a lower. She wasn't real clear on the fact that when she meant lower, she actually meant she wanted a main floor condo, not lower.
Yeah, ground
So
floor
I
one,
sent her to
so-
Russ because Russ does have a lower in his, and she went, yeah, not exactly what I wanted, but she liked Russ. Can't fault her for that. She and her son were really nice though at my
Yeah,
open house.
they were really nice.
The condo I had wasn't a good fit for him, but that doesn't mean it wasn't mean we haven't made a great connection.
No.
So we've now got Will, and we've got Keela, and we've got you, and we've got me, and we are just going to rock and roll.
Do you want to show them our new hats?
Oh, yeah, let's show the new hats off. I don't have any of the T-shirts with us.
Mine's at home at the moment, but yeah.
There we go. Now everybody's happy. My face is covered, and they can't see a thing. Actually, it's
There
usually
we
my
go.
mouth that gets me in trouble, not my face.
So these are our new logoed hats that we've got for
There
when
we go.
we're doing community events.
Boom.
We've got some T-shirts done as well, so that's really good. And they've got our logo on the front and
Yep.
Shore West on the back.
Yep.
So yeah,
Hat off. We don't need to make this hair any worse than it already is. And let's go back. All right. Woo. All right, this hair is bad. See, look at that. It only takes like 2 seconds with a hat on. Anyway, so we had some really great open houses today. Russ and I both made a connection with
Mhm.
2 different customers. Will did not, but it's his very first open house, and hey, that happens all the time
Yeah.
on your very 1st.
Mhm.
And actually, even as veterans, there are lots of times when people come, and we just
Yeah.
don't make a connection. It's just not a good fit.
Yeah, sometimes we get people and we don't make that connection, and sometimes
you don't
we
get
don't
people.
get people at all.
Right. Sometimes you don't get people at all. What's amazing right now, though, is that condos last year in 2019 were selling like hotcakes. We could not keep them in
Yeah.
stock long enough. This year so far,
We've got a
condos seem
glut
to
of
have
condos. at
yeah,
the
we have a
moment
glut of
up for
condos.
sale.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
the 3 we held open today, and then there are like 4 or 5 others, all in the Racine, Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, all in
area.
a similar area.
Yeah,
You know, we held 5 open the other week.
yeah, but 5
Um,
of us agents all held
yeah.
open different ones.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, and yeah, that was incredible. And they've picked up a couple more condos since then.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a lot of stuff going on.
yeah.
Still, it looks like we're still having some buffering issues on YouTube,
Oh,
according
that's
to
a
what it
shame.
looks like. So I'm really sorry about that, folks. But it looks like we're gonna have to buy a new computer.
Yep.
We have to make that a priority. It looks like, Russ.
Mhm.
So
So I can't get that new car that I saw at the car show then?
no, you cannot. You want to talk about the car show in Milwaukee?
Sure. Sure. So
How long is that on? Is that done tomorrow?
No, I believe it's on for the week.
Okay, so
um,
we're just at the beginning of the
I
car show
believe
then.
So. Yeah, it was the first day open. that we was
Ah,
up there,
gotcha.
so-
Okay, so then it's on next week as well. So
Mhm.
talk about it.
So it's in Milwaukee at the
Yep.
Wisconsin Center.
Yep,
And
downtown.
So yeah, so a bunch of us guys from church, all the men's group, and quite
And
a
a
few
bunch of other
others.
guys.
We all met up for
Guys who like
breakfast
cars.
and jumped into
And food.
a coach and drove up there. Some drove up there on their own, but we went in
Yeah,
the
because
coach.
some people had to leave earlier
Yeah.
or wanted to stay
Mhm.
later. That was actually
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
They were going up and they were coming back by
we
3
were coming
o'clock.
back at 3 o'clock, but it was open, I believe, till 6.
Yep.
So yeah, but it was good time,
Get
good
parched.
fellowship, and seeing all these cars. I mean, one car up there. We see a couple of McLarens. That was good, and a Formula One.
So what was the car
Ferrari.
you said was the one that you said, could you buy it? You
I don't
can't
know.
buy
I
it?
forgot the make because it was just too expensive.
What's the point of remembering what type it is if
yeah,
you can't
if you
buy
can't
it?
afford it, it was $218,000.
That's more than our house is worth.
Yeah, and that's why I don't remember what car it was because
Because you knew I wasn't going to pull out a new mortgage for a car. Especially not when you love your current car, actually.
I do. I love my car.
Yeah,
so
you've got a Chevy Equinox, and
Yeah.
I don't like driving your car, but I do like riding in it. It's a nice ride.
I like driving it.
And you
It's-
and I
it's
will say
really
that's the
comfortable.
advantage. So
Yeah.
so you had a good time, but that's good because other
Yeah, it was
people can
good.
check out the Milwaukee Car Show.
But they had some Porsches up there and
Sure.
Jaguars, and that was the ironic thing. Some of the Jags were actually, a lot cheaper than these high-end vehicles like BMWs and that. One of the Jags was only about 40,000.
That's because they're owned by Ford. Aren't they still owned by
Where's-
Ford?
It's owned by an Indian company now. I believe it's Tata or something like that, or Tata.
Is your mic on? She's asking if your mic is even on.
It is.
Okay.
It is on. It should be.
Yeah, it looks like it's on.
Maybe it's not on over there. Hello,
Go ahead.
hello.
Here, let's do it. When you talk.
Hello.
Oh, that is a good point. It does. I mean, it doesn't seem
What?
to.
Is it working? Is it a mic? Hello. I sound like I'm in a pantomime. Who's behind you?
And nobody here knows what a pantomime is.
Oh, don't they? Don't you have pantomimes over here?
No. At all. Okay, is that better? Because I ticked something thinking it was better, and apparently we cut out our sound completely.
Oh, it's still there now?
See, part of the problem is as well, there's a bit of a lag between what we say. Okay,
What's
better.
going on?
It says better. We're
I
getting
want
better
the
feedback.
world to know.
Wow, he has not had any alcohol today either, folks. I don't know what's up with him. He must be in a really good mood when he gets a listing appointment. Folks, you need to call him and give him more listing appointments if this is the reaction that I get. So please call him. Please make a listing appointment with Russell Mann at Shore West Realtors and TAMThomes.com because it apparently turns him into this. A happy, jolly guy.
Yeah.
And I like living
Why
with a
not?
happy, jolly guy. I like working with a happy, jolly guy. So please call. Please let him list your house. Or at least let him come and see your house and give you a CMA.
Yeah. I'll give anyone a CMA so we can
A comparative
value your
market
house.
analysis with
Yeah.
just in case you guys start to think that's something not so nice.
So we
or
can
something dirty.
see the value of your house. I do need to come and see it though, for me to do that. So
Yeah, I think she just
yeah.
wants you to come because she wants your sexy British accent. She is a little bit old for you, though.
yes,
A little. But
very
what
nice person.
what kind of news did you come up with this week, Russ?
So we've got some. The title is "Giddy Up Lone Rangers," not Lone Rangers, but Lone Rangers. So I like to play on words there. So the NBA's Builder Application Survey. Sorry, do I keep swiveling?
You keep swiveling and hitting me. I don't care if you
Okay.
swivel, but you're hitting me.
Indicated that mortgage applications for new home purchases jumped by 35% in January 2020 compared with January 2019, with an average loan size of 346,000. So that's a new record. Low rates
As an average
and-
loan size.
Yeah, low rates and limited housing inventory plus strong demand equaled loan officers are very busy with refis and origination loans.
Now, what's
So-
really kind of interesting about that is the whole fact that this is for new home purchases.
Yeah.
That means this is for new construction.
So this is
And we are
increasing,
definitely seeing that in this area.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of stuff that we can help with as one of the things we're really going to be talking about, I think, this year in the Racine Kenosha area is new home construction. Because I've already had, I've got one in process right now for someone. I've had somebody else who called me today or texted me yesterday and today. We were texting back and forth, and they are interested in new home construction.
Because
And
just because it's new construction, that doesn't negate the need for an agent to work on your behalf.
oh no, you still need one
Yeah.
because the builder is working in the builder's best interest.
Yeah, and
Not-
the agent that's selling the property
For the builder,
works for the builder, so
Right.
they're working in their best interest, not yours.
and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But this is why you do need a buyer's agent, even
Yeah.
when you're doing new
Mhm.
construction.
Definitely.
So there's a lot more new construction happening, though, and there's a lot more opportunities, and there's actually a lot of things people can pick from. Now, you do have to have a new construction loan, which can be a little bit tricky for some people.
But we know lenders, loan
We
officers
do.
that will definitely help you in that
We do.
respect. So yeah,
Absolutely.
we can get you hooked up. So
There's
if
some
you,
there's some
if
at
that's-
Johnson Bank,
yeah.
and there are some at Gateway Mortgage Corporation.
Fairway.
Not for new
yeah,
home construction.
Ethan does new construction.
No, he
as
does
well.
ready homes, not new construction.
No, I believe he does
No,
new
He
construction
does
as
just
well.
ready
Yes.
homes.
Okay. I trust you, but I believe I saw it in the write-up.
Okay, well
So-
we're gonna ask him about
Yeah.
that. But as far as
Okay.
I know, not new
Well,
home
we're
construction.
supposed to be meeting with him next week, so we'll
Yeah,
find out.
we'll find out. We'll find
Yeah.
out for you guys whether
Yeah.
that's the truth or
Or
not.
Ethan, if you're listening in, give
Let
us
us
a call.
know.
Yeah.
Anything else? Well, here's something interesting about Racine. We had, for the first time in who knows how long, Racine County actually had the highest wage increase across the nation. Did you realize that that's what that article said?
Yeah.
The county, Racine County, had the highest increase of like 34% or something across. Like that's the highest increase year over year on
On wages.
wages.
In
So
Racine.
2019 jumped by 34%. Now,
So where
they
did they
did say-
gauge that? Is that based on
so they did
expenditure
say
as well?
they did say that this is also probably due to the fact that some people don't have jobs, like the unemployment went up
Mhm.
a little bit. So what happened was the people who are employed, like maybe those are like some low-level jobs or something that are bringing it up a little bit. But they believe that's also because of all the construction that's going on in Racine County. Lots of jobs
There's
that are
a
paying
lot of overtime
construction.
and
Yeah,
jobs.
construction jobs are
Mhm.
paying overtime. They're paying more, and so it doesn't mean that
Yeah.
people are working less, but it does mean they're making more.
Well, we've had a lot of
And there were
construction
some-
because they're building Foxconn.
And other
We've
places.
also had all the roadways that are being,
Yep.
updated. The
Yep.
water lines that are being put in.
Yep. So we've
there's
got
a lot.
municipal jobs. We have, things that are being outsourced to other contractors.
Yeah.
A little bit higher paying jobs, and so Racine County had the biggest jump over the year, 34% from last year. So
Mhm.
that's good news for Racine County overall, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
When I was reading what the comptroller said, basically he was saying, well, this is actually really good news for Racine County. It's the first time in a long time we've seen something like that, and to have the highest in the nation. They did say it'll probably level out. It's not going to be that high again next year. It's
Mhm.
very rare that it happens 2 years in a row to the same area. And there are usually mitigating circumstances. Like
Who
the-
knows?
like the
We've got a lot
construction.
of construction still going.
We do, but we're not going to have an increase. This year was the
Mhm.
increase year, basically. But what that means, though, is that in the home market, that means when we have an increase this year, and if it stays up at that increase like it looks like it's going to for next year, 2 years on, people can be buying houses.
Yeah.
Because if you've only started that job this last year, 2 years on, you might be able to buy a
Yeah,
house. You might actually be able to buy a house even this year. And that also means that if wages were up last year, there might be bigger tax returns, they said. And that means we can help people get houses. So
Yeah.
when the wages go up and on overall, house pricing also increases. And so you do want to get into something ASAP if you're looking to buy a house this
That's
year.
definitely good.
Anything
yeah.
else from the news that you wanted to talk
Well,
about?
yeah. The prime real estate. Okay, this is down in California, but when you're the world's richest man, not even a 40 billion divorce settlement, 40 billion divorce settlement can slow you down. Amazon's Jeff Bezos just set a California
Bezos.
record. Is it Bezos?
Yep.
It sounds like Bezo the clown or something.
That's Bozo.
Jeff. Okay. He just set a California record with 165 million purchase of a historic Beverly Hills estate from
looks like David Geffen made a really
Yeah.
good profit on that though, because he
Yeah,
bought
he
it for
bought it
48
for
million and sold it for 165
yeah,
million.
he bought it in 1990, and he sold it 30 years later for
Yeah, but that's
for
like
125 million profit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a 300% return.
No, he may have bought it for 48 and upgraded and
I think actually it's more of a 30-year return. I think a 300% is a pretty typical return actually.
yeah.
When you're looking at a 30-year
Uh-huh.
range, because a 30-year range that usually is somewhere around that price
And if
point.
he had a 30-year mortgage, he's paid it off now, and so that's
Absolutely.
all profit.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so wow, 40. I'm sure he's done some updates in the last 30 years. Otherwise, it wouldn't still be 165. You know, it would have probably dropped in price.
Yeah.
But still, I'm sure he's kept it up with times. But still, yeah, that was really kind of interesting this week. That news. Anything else we want from national news, or shall we sign off for this week?
I think we should sign off for this week, and yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
be
we're
back
still.
next
Good
week.
news is it looks like we're kind of working out some of the kinks, and that's really good. One of the other things that we found out that we can learn how to do with this, apparently I can set this up to automatically be switching back and forth the cameras. The key is we're going to have to learn how for us to look back and forth between the cameras. Because if I'm going to fade back and forth, I got to look back and forth. Then I got to look here. And then I got to look there. Am I doing this right, or am I doing it the opposite? Because that's
No,
probably
you're
what's
doing
happening.
it right.
Woohoo!
I'm just in one position. I'm the fixed camera.
Yes, you're on the fixed. Well, I was kind of moving as well. But thanks so much for joining us this week, you guys. Definitely we had a better stream this week than the last few weeks. And looks like we know what the problem is, so now we can start to solve it. So
Yep.
if you want to contribute, feel free. You can send us a check. We are at 1557 South Green Bay Road in Racine, Wisconsin. The new computer is going to be about $1,000, so please feel free. If you want to write a check for $1,000, send it on over. We'll be happy to take it
Yeah.
and put it to good use.
To the
And I will
Adams
say,
Man team,
look,
just send it to
no,
Sean.
don't send the check to the Adams Man team because I don't have a bank account under
Yeah.
that. We got to send it to Kimberly Man or Russell Man or both of us together. Then I can cash it and then I can use it and we can get a new computer. We think anybody's going to buy us one? I
No.
don't think so. No.
That's wishful thinking.
That's not even wishful thinking.
Stop
That's delusional. That's
Start
called
praying.
that's called delusional thinking. That's
Yes.
not wishful. That's just flat out delusional.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? That's why we need to start a Patreon account probably, right? That's why they always
Mhm.
start these people who are doing stuff. They do stuff just for their Patreon members. And when you have a Patreon account, then you get some little income from these people too, which can help. So with some of these little costs.
Yep.
I think we're going to have to just suck this one up ourselves.
So
1557 South Green Bay Road, Racine, Wisconsin 53406. Please make the check payable to Kimberly Mann, and I will be happy to show you the new computer when it comes. But we do have our friend that's in IT will probably get us a really good deal because he works for a
Yeah.
company that sells them and sometimes gets returns that are not even
they build them, and
they're not even
yeah.
broken or anything. They build them, they send them out, and they send them back because they over ordered or something like that.
Yeah.
And he
He
gets an
said-
employee discount, and he could probably buy one for us, and we can
Mhm.
pay him for it. So
Yeah.
yay!
So that'd be good.
Yeah. So if
yeah.
Matt's watching, feel free, Matt. You can just buy one for us. We're okay with that
Yeah.
too.
And we'll treat you to the corner house. if you do.
Absolutely, absolutely, Matt. If you do that, we will
That'd be on
absolutely
us.
we'll flat out treat you for that dinner out that we keep talking to you about.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. And hopefully this is better. And maybe in another month or so here, we'll be able to live stream from home again and maybe be able to live stream with a new computer.
Yeah.
Maybe by the beginning of April. Just in
Mhm.
time for you to leave.
Oh, yeah.
I know. That'd be awesome if I have a new toy and you don't get to play with it first. I know. I'm evil.
We'll
What's
have to
wrong
do
with
a
me?
live broadcast from the UK.
Oh, what? I'm gonna simulcast with you over there and me over
Uh-huh.
here. You'd have the laptop over there on an i3 that won't work.
No, it won't work.
No.
No.
Computer says no,
Okay, well, I'll send you a video clip and you can add it in.
so that people don't forget you,
Yeah.
or so people don't have to listen to
So I
me.
can show 'em the UK houses.
Sure, that's fine. You go look at some
Uh-huh.
UK houses. So what's weird in the UK, folks, is that if you want to buy a house over there, you just call up the agent, they arrange an appointment, and you just show up at the person's house. No agent with you.
Yeah, when I sold my house, I sold my house in less than 10 hours, and I put it on the market.
Would you have like
one
2 people,
evening.
3 people?
Yeah, I had 2 people. I had 3 scheduled, but only
One didn't show up.
we had 2 showings, and the second person bought the house, so it came off the market straight away.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know. That's kind of crazy. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining us tonight. And hopefully this was a better stream. And hopefully we'll have some better ones from now on.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out. We're getting there. Feel free to share this on if you got a laugh out of it. If you think we're silly, we're stupid. Or if we're just so unprofessional that it's worth having a laugh at. Feel free. We don't care. Show, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Do what you can to help us out.
We are real people. And this is real estate for real people. So
Thanks for joining us. All right. Bye,
Bye for now.
everyone.